All right, you guys, this is the state of the franchise, and we're going to talk about the Detroit Lions. We're going to talk about a lot of things about what the Lions need to do to get better in 2022, because like I said before, guys, that's what this channel is all about. Finding ways for our team to get better. Everybody wants to see the Detroit Lions be a winner. I want to see them be a winner. And we're going to talk about the 5 needs that the Lions have in 2022. They need an edge. They need a wide receiver, a linebacker, a safety, and a backup quarterback. Now, I know some of us may differ on the quarterback situation. I know it's a toughie situation because you guys got to remember that at the beginning of the season, Jared Goff did not play well. And I have to remind you guys of that he did not play well. But at the back end of the season, you have to give credit where credit is due. And he cleaned up his act and he started playing better football. Next year, if Jared Goff is going to be this team's franchise quarterback, he's going to have a great season. He's going to be evaluated just like everybody else. And it's going to determine a lot. But if you're the Detroit Lions, you should not be a fool either. I think that you definitely can go out and get a quarterback in this draft class. Now, I know what people are saying. They're saying that there's no quarterbacks to really be taken in this class, but we know we can debate that. We can argue that. We have not seen any of these quarterbacks play in the NFL yet. So like I said before, guys, we got to give them the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, what we did see is progression. We saw the emergence of Amon Ra St.Brown, 90 receptions, 912 yards, almost 1,000 yards on the season with 5 touchdowns. Amon Ra St.Brown is a building block to what we're trying to do in Detroit. Penei Sewell, building block. McNeil, a building block. Levi, a building block. Jerry Jacobs, a building block. All of these guys that got an opportunity to play were building blocks this season. 2022 has to be the year that we go out and get impactful players. And I'm talking about at every position that we need. We need a safety that's a baller and a playmaker. We need a linebacker that's a stud. We need wide receivers. I don't even care if we double up on wide receivers. We need them. We need a true number 1 on this team. We need a backup quarterback because like I said before, guys, I do not believe that David Blau or Tim Boyle is the backup quarterback. We need an edge rusher because there's a possibility that we may cut ties with Trey Flowers. And I'm okay with that. If they decide to cut ties with him, go ahead and send him back to the Patriots. It'd be great if we can get like a 4th round or a 5th round, maybe a 6th or 7th round for Trey Flowers. There's people on this team that can be traded that can get us more capital. We need to find ways to get impactful players on our team because this team has to be headed up. And I'm not talking about regressing and winning 1 game next season or 2 games or even being stuck at 3 games. I'm talking about winning more football games. I'm talking about playing better on defense. I'm talking about having stars on defense. I'm talking about getting better on offense. We have to do all of these things. If we want to compete in the National Football League, we're going to have to get better. And only how we get better is through free agency, and also we can get better through the draft. Now, the edge position, definitely a position that we need. We definitely need a safety, and we definitely need that linebacker, and we need those wide receivers. I don't know whether or not they're going to decide to bring back Josh Reynolds. That's on the Detroit Lions to make the call on that. I don't know if Khalif Raymond is coming back. I don't know if Charles Harris is coming back. Definitely, I would love to have Harris back. But the state of the franchise is basically about us getting better. Finding ways to get better. We have to continue to find ways to get better. And this draft is going to be pivotal for us as a franchise because we need it. We need 7 out of 10 picks to work out for us. We need these guys to come in and ball out. Now, if we can get a running mate with Amon Ra St.Brown, and we can perhaps grab a couple other prospects at receiver that will be able to get this team in the right direction, I'm cool with that. Now, I know some of you guys want Nakobe Dean. Some people want Devin Lloyd. Some people want Traylon Burks. Some people want Drake London. Some people want the Ohio State wide receivers, Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. Some people want David Bell. There's a lot of different receivers, Jalen Tolbert, Chris Watson. There's a lot of different receivers, but we don't know who's going to fall to us, guys. With that Rams pick, we have no idea where we're going to be at. We can either be anywhere from 26 all the way down to the last pick in the draft, depending on how these playoffs pan out. But what I do know is that the Detroit Lions got to find talent at all costs. They got to be able to turn over every rock. They have to be able to be willing to do the homework this season. Because if you don't do the homework, then you're not going to get the players that you need. We need game-changing players, and we need impact players on our team. We need receivers that's dogs. We need a linebacker that can possibly be the face of this defense. We need a safety that can make plays like a Ed Reed, a Buda Baker, a Earl Thomas, a Honey Badger. We need guys that can make plays, guys. And I've said this so many times, and I just can't say it enough, that we need to make sure we hit on these draft players this coming off season, because the state of the franchise wants us to go into the right direction. And only how we go in the right direction is if we draft right and we get these young guys to perform at an elite level, and we get these guys ready to go and finding our number one wide receiver to be able to match up with Amon Ra St.Brown, or doubling up and getting two receivers. Whatever the Lions decide to do, I think it's going to be best for the team. We already got TJ Hawkinson. All we need to do is just add the weapons. We add more weapons, we get better on defense, and then this team can be a lot better. We know the emergence of Amon Ra St.Brown, and then we know how Jeff Okudah regressed and had the injury. We don't know what's going to happen with Jeff Okudah. Is he going to come back healthy? Is he going to come back from the injury ready to go? We don't know. But what we do know is that this team needs to find star players. And I want to see this team get better. And I know that you as a fan, you want to see this team get better. So we must go out and fulfill those needs and get in the players that we need on this team. Even if that's drafting a Kyle Hamilton. Even if that's getting Aiden Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeau. Even if that's getting a Brisker at safety. Because Jordan Battle has decided to return back to school, so you can't get Jordan Battle now. So now you have to be able to open up the pages of the book, and you got to read the whole entire book now. You can't just skim through it like you're doing a test in college or something like that. Skim through and get information and then you're done. No, you got to do you got to do the whole thing, man. You got to do your homework this time. And I think that the Lions will do their homework, and I think that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell will be ready this offseason, because they know that next year is going to be crucial that this team gets better and wins more football games. I love what the Lions did with the draft this past season, and they hit on a lot of these guys. And Amon Ra being the steal of the draft. But guys, 2022 has to get better. And we got to find the players that's going to help Amon Ra St.Brown. We got to find the players that's going to help an Amon Ra St.Brown on defense. That's going to help Romeo Okwara when he comes back. We got to find our players, y'all. So definitely, man, I hope that the Detroit Lions do their homework, because we depend on them to get this team better. And we're depending on Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell to turn this franchise around in 2022. I want to see Amon Ra St.Brown have help. Even if I want to see Swift get better. I want to see Hawkinson injury free and being able to play. So, all right, guys, this is the state of the franchise of the Detroit Lions, and I'll be back to you with another video